After the reel that went above 8 million views, I got a lot of DMs of where do you shop your clothes from, where do you buy your jeans from, where do you get your shoes from. Just because YouTube gets to know all the tea first, and everyone's either gonna be like below an average, and all your shoot from the men's section. And sadly, for the people who live in those extremes, they don't have options. Like, I want to solve this problem, something I have grown up with. I still have to fixate the brand name, which is what I'm going to come to later in this video, because I do know that there are a lot of people who are as tall as me or probably even taller, and they still live in India, and they still cannot find clothes their height, they still cannot find shoes their height. So I have a bunch of options here, ideas for a brand that I might want to launch. I want to build something from scratch, tell you something concrete in my future that's about to happen. Hello there, life update video. I know I haven't been on YouTube since the last trip I took to Rishikesh, and trust me, I had 2 pending videos I wanted to put out before I left for Rishikesh. One was the fashion week one where I walked the ramp, so I had a beautiful vlog recorded for the same, and I was just so excited to put it out, and I was just waiting for pictures for the thumbnail. And now my laptop has decided to not ever start up again because the battery is an issue, and it's just been 2 weeks. I haven't seen the face of my laptop, and I am in a ridiculously dire state to buy another iPad or a laptop or an M4, and I'm going for it today. Waiting for my dad to get done with an evening meeting with some clients who are coming from afar. And I personally, like, I was just using this computer to understand what it really means to be like a travel journalist, and honestly I haven't still gotten my answers, so I cannot tell. I do know I'm turning 22 in a month. I do know that I need to start applying for masters right now before August if I do want to go abroad next year. But again, the city, the country, the cost, everything still needs a lot of decision making, and I need to be editing my previous videos. So it's just a lot. Like, my life update is the fact that there is no one to manage me, and I am doing everything on my own. And I used to do this for others, and I'm just like, no, I need someone to do it for me at this point. Because being in a PR retrospect, when you think about it, all of this does lead to that. But I don't want to help a brand make more money. I don't want to help a very large organization get larger. I want to solve it. I do need to work if this is to happen. I know it's going to happen someday, maybe not now. I need to work on a lot of things, like A, I need to find a supplier and a manufacturer. B, I need to make a website, find testimonials after the product is launched, of course. Third, I need targeted ads, and also make sure I have events where I have a pop-up of my brand. I need to find retailers and also have expansion opportunities, because I do want to make this brand pan-India. And I have always felt out of place. Like, for the longest time, and honestly, I was crying all of last week because I felt so out of place amidst my friends, amidst so many other people as well. And I just don't feel like, people who know me know that I don't feel at home when I'm in India. So I want to make a space where, like, obviously not everyone's going to be the average height, and I just want to provide. So, like, okay, a few name options: extra inches. I know it might come off really wrong, so I'm not really sure about that, but really different extra inches. This was the first name that came up to me. It is called Exclusive Inclusive. I don't know if it doesn't have a nice ring to it for sure, but you get my point. It is an exclusive brand, but it is very inclusive for the tall people out there. So yeah, then I was thinking 6 foot who. The other option is what's your height, because what's your height is a question everyone asks someone who is above, I think, 5'10", and it just makes sense, because to build a brand on that, or how tall are you, or something like that, like something catchy. I personally don't like those ideas as much as another option I thought of was top shelf, because only we can reach to the top shelf, so it's only exclusive, but it's also inclusive to the people who can reach. You get the point. So this is not a very conventional name. I thought of longer proportions, but I don't think it has a nice ring to it either. But this was something cool that I came up with. It all covered, but the T is up before the A, so it all covered. Get it? I don't know if I play with word art and if I can design a really, really good logo, which I still need to do. And all of this is in a very future dynamic. I don't know how to run a business. I need to figure all of that out. But yeah. So another name that I thought was tall and awesome, Tallsome. So I think Tallsome is something, I think it is also someone else's blog name, so I'm not really sure if I can take up that domain name. And I don't love it, I like it, but I don't love it because it's like awesome is not like a word I use a lot. So yeah, but some like core is a word I use after every adjective, like the recent trend. I want the tagline to be celebrate your height, living a high life, no insults, got your back, because we face a lot of back issues. Even like in the kitchen, dude, you cannot cook as a tall person. It's extremely difficult to cook and not have back pain the next minute. Like it's really difficult. Leg space irritated, something. If you have ideas, please drop it down in the comments. I will treat you. I will make sure my first you get a percentage if you can help me with this. I'm not joking. I give credit where it's due. And I mean this. Okay. Two things that I originally came up with were no need to tell me you're tall and measure me not. Do you get, like, my mom used to keep telling me this, touch me not, or some phrase that she used to keep using, something, forget me not. My mom kept using forget me not as a phrase in all her cards, and I saw it written in her diary and things like that. But yeah, this was a tagline I was very, very proud of. Measure me not, because I hate it. Like, it's not like I hate people measuring me, but I get tired of the fact that I have to keep sending my measurements to different people just to alter, like, say, traditional clothes or this and that. And so measure me not. It is definitely something I want to use. So yeah, and then I was like thinking of sleeves with ease and things like that, because I don't get, you see how long my arm is. Like, I don't get sleeves for my height, and I just feel like someone needs to do something about the fact that people don't think about like, obviously, even if you're building a brand, you'll cater to the larger audience, not approaching a very large market. But I am completely fine with it. I have a few people I want to cater. I know there are a lot of girls who are above 5, and sadly I do only shop abroad for clothes and for jeans that are like my height. And like, honestly, misguided tall, even the tall section, if you see, there's always, I don't want my clothes to not fit me right. I don't want to be someone who fits into my clothes. I want the clothes to fit me. And this is mainly because of the fact that I have never felt like I fit in any place. I just started the video by saying that I feel out of place in most situations. So at least what you choose to wear shouldn't be one of them. And I definitely do believe that there is so much scope for it, but I just need to make this a reality. So help me do that, and let me know what I really like it. It all covered. It all covered. I don't know if it'll strike people like we got it all covered. We got it all. I can't, like, I mean, I need to come up with a nice logo or something for it to work. Like proper pun intentional word art. Do you know what pun intentional means? It means pun unintentional. Like like, I love these kind of little gimmicky things. Like, they really fuel my days. So I just feel like if I can come up with much more creative words, I will let you know in the next video. But until then, if you have any more recommendations, or if you feel like, okay, extra inches, exclusive, inclusive, like, what do you think? What did you resonate with? Like, it could be anything. Like, top shelf is a good option, but who do you trust when you think about this brand? That kind of a thing. So hopefully one day when I have a much larger following and bigger ratios, I will have space for longer proportions. So yeah, I mean, I do still think Extra Inches is a good name, but it probably sounds like a shoe brand. Just don't know. I have a few ideas, and I want to start my research on the retailing and supplier manufacturing bit. I'm gonna reach out. I just know if I think about it, it'll happen. I just know it will happen.